This is Usain Bolt, and you're listening to World Music Views with Jr Watkis. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Wagwan, boss.
There, I know.
First of all, thank you so much for joining me, obliging World Music Views, and officially welcome to the music industry, boss.
Respect, 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 respect.
You saying you've conquered, I would say more dreams than the average human being. I want to say all your dreams, but more dreams than the average human being. What is it like, first of all, to have the ability to identify something you want to go after it, and attain it? Because most people don't know what that feels like.
Well, as something I learned from a younger age, you understand? My father always tell me, listen to me, anything you want, you can get it, just work hard, you see me? Just push and work your hardest, and anything is possible, don't think limits. That's my motto. So for me, if I'm into something, I want something, I just go for it because I believe in myself. And that's always the key thing.
And you won world records, broke world records that person thought could have never been broken,
Yeah.
especially by a Jamaican. And now you decide to enter music, which is music and sports are similar entertaining games, but music is a blood sport, especially as it relates to Jamaica. Why did you decide to enter music?
Well, music was always something that I've loved, If you follow my career, it's something I'm always dancing, always. People ask me I party too much because it's just music. You understand? I used to be like a disc jockey. Like after like my races when I play at the clubs or at the event for the people and stuff like that. So it's something that I was always interested in and always wanted to do. But since the pandemic gave me more time now because when the lockdown and it just work out to me have more time for my hands. So I say, you know what, this is the perfect time to really get into the music because I can put more effort and more time into it.
And that's what I noticed about athletes, right? I have other athlete brethren, and I noticed that when I can't stay still, like people in a pandemic, and they would have probably go sleep or something, but you decided to be creative. What is that energy, and where does that come from? And what advice can you give to people who can't find the motivation?
For me, it's just you have to just want, It's all about if you want something because and want to be big. And for me, I'm not satisfied. I've learned over the years that you should never just be satisfied with this. If there's something else you can get or something else that you want, why not? You understand? As I said earlier, I believe in myself and I want to go into music. So I was like, why not? You know what I mean? I have the time and I have the resources. You understand? It's just to learn the music itself and build the right links and is a master. So that's what I'm working on now and just to continue developing and making great music.
Speaking about right links, you are one person who probably could do any music and the world would gravitate to you because the world knows you. I was in Dubai, Brethren, and I saw that your Hublot watch was sold out when I went to the Hublot store. So you're world renowned and well in demand. Why pick reggae dancehall music, which is one of the least successful genres in the world?
For me, I wouldn't. For me, I look at music as a bigger platform. You can reach so far, and even people who don't speak English a certain way will love dancehall music. Because I've seen it in Japan, China, so many places I've got that I've heard there's people that singing along with Bob Marley, the Vibes Cartel, and those type of people, just their music in general. So for me, I just enjoy it. I'm gonna push on, you understand, and try just make it. If I gotta take time, but it's a process, just like track and field. I didn't just get into it and won the Olympic medal. It took me time. So I understand that you have to put in time and effort to be great. So that's what we're working on.
Chris Martin told me that just being friends with you allowed him to develop certain discipline between you and Gonzalez. He said the discipline that he saw you exert on track that helped him. Are you bringing the same discipline to the entertainment industry? Meaning, the entertainment industry in Jamaica right now is not a disciplined pace. Is that the pace you want to set now as a place where it's disciplined and orderly?
Well, I've been learning that. You understand that it's a totally different thing than what I am used to. You understand? So I try to work with people who have the same mindset. You understand? Who understand that a time is a time. I wanna say 5 o'clock and then you come 10 o'clock. Is a massive. So that's one thing. The people who I try to work with, I say, listen to me, where I do something, where I do something. We have to do it right. I'm not one of those persons to just do something halfway and then whatever. I make music, I make music the right way. You understand? And one thing I bring to the music is that if I look for a certain sound, we are not afraid as a team, not just me, but the whole team to say, listen, no, this is not what we're going for. We feel like you should do it back over or change this line. I think that's something that I've noticed that the artists in Jamaica are not used to people correcting them or saying, I don't like this, do this instead. So that's one thing that I know I'm bringing to the table, and I'm not gonna change because I feel like, a good music I want to make, I want to do it the correct way and the right way. So we understand the discipline and we understand what it takes. So I take from track and field and apply it to music.
That's a good point. A lot of youths get into music to find success and to find a record deal. Are you looking for a record deal?
No, I'm a producer, My biggest aim right now, just I aim for the best and just trying to get there. We take it a step at a time. You understand? Because we're just learning system, and not because this is the way everybody been doing it. That means we're gonna go along this route. So for us now, we're just taking our time trying to get the music up and get more awareness of me and music, because everybody still, as far as they're concerned, I'm just an athlete. You understand? So we're getting more people aware of, listen, you're saying it's doing music. So we just work and make people get to listen and know the name, and then we can just reach out and see which direction we should go.
So as a producer, you own your masters, right?
Yeah, man.
Was that important to you? Because a lot of people don't own their masters in this industry.
You definitely have to. One thing you have learned, I will start from the beginning, is that they tell you that, because we talk to people and they say, listen, better you own everything. You should own everything. And that's the key thing that we learn. You understand? So as I said, it's a learning process, and we're just following on the right line and just working and just getting it right. I'm sure along the way we might make mistakes, but it's a part of life, but we'll continue working and pushing forward.
Back in the days when you were probably, because you're a little younger than me, because I remember when you came on the scene, I was actually a teacher at about 20. But back in the days, there was a party at Asylum called Tuesday Nights, Talent Night.
Okay.
Where, I don't know if you're probably young, you're probably in high school.
Yeah.
But Tuesday night was a night where, 1,000 man, the club have 2,000 people, probably half of them are there to get put on. And a lot of people got put on out of that energy where Fancy Cat used to host. Are you looking to sign artists? Because I don't know where those people are now. People don't have a place to go. Are you looking for young artists to sign and put on?
Yeah, definitely, but not immediately. You understand? I feel like it's necessary for me to get my foot in the door first. You understand? Because we're still knocking at the door. So I feel like I need to get my foot in the door first before I can pursue trying to find new artists, because you want to make sure you have a platform for them. So when you actually sign an artist, you can say, all right, cool, this is what we're going to do. We already know the journey and the road and the process, how to do it. So right now we're just trying to get in the door by just making music and, as I said, just reaching out to the world and just wait for them to just open the door and let us in. So it's just the work right now.
I wrote an article last week about your Spotify endorsement, your Spotify playlist, where you took over the Taste playlist. How did you get that? And is that the kind of partnerships you're going to be doing as you launch off?
Yeah, that's because it's a music platform, you understand? So you're trying to work with people who's beneficial for you also, you understand? Because Spotify is one of the biggest streaming platform there is, you understand? So for me, that was good. As I say, it's a start, so people can actually take note and say, all right, you see him making music. I like this, I like that, I like his taste, I like his vibe. So for me, that was very important. I'm big as a Spotify for that too.
Dancehall is the only genre of music you're gonna do?
Well, for now, we might venture, we're talking to some people and trying to mix it up a little bit, but as I said, we're not really rush it because we want to do everything in the right time. You understand? Because you don't want to drop a song when nobody now listen. You want to drop, if we change it up or do something with somebody, so when it drop, people say, yeah, man, see what you're saying on the but it's all about just figuring out the right thing to do. So we're putting in the work, but we have some things in the pipeline. I thought some people is just to get it going and figure out in which direction we're going.
I see you tweet out, say, when you do this Jamaica proud, when you build big building a half for tree Jamaica proud, but when you go to music, you get a fight. Why you think that is, and is that a fight you're taking on to break down the stigma that's associated with people who go into the music industry?
Yeah, I think the music industry, I've learned that is very harsh. And I can't understand because the pie is so big. It's endless. You understand? Because music is music. If you make it good music, why not? So it was just weird for me to get into music and get so much negative comments. And I'm like, I don't understand why. What's the problem with me doing music? You understand? Everybody's doing music. Why can't I? Look how much people, rappers, you get rappers a dime body doesn't know, just popping out doing songs, doing songs, doing songs. And everybody's cool because the pie is so big. You understand? So I don't see why if I come into dancehall and do music is an issue. Because if you do good music, no matter what kind of music me do, it not gonna take no money out of your pocket. So the same thing. So that's all. It was just kind of confusing. But as I said, it's something I love and I'm gonna pursue it. So no matter what nobody say, you understand? Just like our track and field, the haters and the negative people are there, but it never bothered me in reaching the top. So I'm gonna treat music just like that.
And do you have a goal? You know, like in track and field, you want to win an Olympic
Grammy,
medal?
the highest level, man. The highest level. I want to win a Grammy. That would be the biggest thing for me. You understand? And that's the way I said. That's my end goal. So we're gonna make music and push on with and just continue pushing the boundaries and see how far we can get. But that's the end goal right there.
That would be a new record. You'd be the first track and field athlete to win a Grammy. I think Shaquille O'Neal won one. I'm not sure if Shaq won one, but definitely track and field. I don't know no other track and field athlete that. You have an enigmatic personality where people talk about it. It's the charm. You're available. You make yourself available to the small man as well as the big man, and people love that charm about you. How did you develop that personality? Because you don't have to do it. You're rich. You're rich, you know. In our estimation, in Jamaica especially, you're rich. So a lot of people in your position don't do that. So tell me how you develop that personality.
For me, it's just who I am now. Grew up to my parents. I think I have to contribute this to my parents. I'll go to my parents, always helping, always just talking to people. No matter what going on, I've seen people come and disrespect my parents this week, and then 3 weeks from now, them come back and say, boy, I'm sorry, you can help me out with this. And my parents would help them. I mean, I never turned them away, and I could never understand that. You understand? My parents always said, listen, you can't carry bad blood. You understand? You have to give everybody as much love and much respect as you possibly can. You understand? So I grew up like that, understanding to always respect people, always to give people chances. You understand? So it's just my personality, it's just a part of me. And I can't change because it's just who I am as a person.
I'm a father. You're a new father. Did having a child, especially a daughter, change you?
I think it has made me more patient. I think because people always ask me, would you be a coach? And my biggest answer was no, because I had no patience. You understand? But having a daughter, you understand, you have to be patient and understanding. And it's a learning process. So it's just something. And that's one of the biggest things. And we just learn along the way. You understand? I have NJ as a, not a new father, but close enough. So we can ask him questions and say, listen, this I go on, I wonder why, and we can rap. So it's a good experience, man. I enjoy it.
Yeah, one of the things I found, like when you like if you fly out, you have to fly back home because it's not like when you had no responsibility, you could have be like,
Yeah.
now
Spend
come
some
back.
time in a rush.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
man.
Um, the the history of Jamaica's music is such a complex thing where to find out if a tune big, are you tell me when a tune big, how you used to find out in Jamaica?
For me, most of the time in a radio, back in the days with me, when we just like with the killer them on the radio, it's really on the radio.
Bop.
You understand? So
Yeah.
it's something that you go and then you go dance and you see the energy of the people and feed off it. So we used to know how different how the music is.
And that's why I invented World Music Views 3 years ago, where we can calculate. I know how much you stream. I know how much I can even project your stream using algorithms, and bring some semblance. As in track, you can measure. If you don't win the race in track, you're definitely not the best person.
Yeah.
But so in Jamaica, before the idea of winning a race was just about who said bop, or if you buy on the radio. What more improvement? So World Music Views brought numbers to it. Now I can calculate, we as a team, we calculate all the streams, all the sales every week, right? So we have that now. You're no longer just listening to the radio to hear which song doing well.
Yeah.
That's an improvement upon the last 10 years in the music industry. What else would you like to see happen in the music industry?
I can't speak to all of that yet, you know, because I just joined. I just joined this, you understand? So I haven't learned everything yet about the music industry to really speak on how it should be improved. You understand? With my personal experience, I can say, all right, cool. With it just overall Jamaican artists, how they can behave or just understand and be more professional about it. That's the only thing I can really speak on. But in world viewing, when it comes to music, it's just time. I have to give it time to learn everything and to figure it out, and then I can speak on it.
All right, but I'm always available for help you with that part.
Respect.
My last question to you is, well, it's two questions. You diversify your portfolio in real estate, in music. You're doing commercials. What's your end plan? Like, do you have a number? Do you want to be a billionaire? Like, what's your end goal? The legacy you want to leave for your daughter?
For me, you know, it was a try build an empire. That's the key thing. I want to leave my name and my mark on the world. You understand? Just like the big families. If you come from Jamaica, you know the big families. You understand? The Issas and the Matalans, all these people. That's the type of legacy you want to leave. So when Usain Bolt has moved on, you understand? The Bolt family will continue reigning because everybody will know about the legacy I've built over the years. And that for me is the end goal. You understand? Just building the biggest empire possible so that my daughter and hopefully in the future, a son can just continue building an empire and understand that we're not going to drop the name, we're just going to continue building and pushing forward.
Bridget, I feel a spirit and I'm inspired by you. I want to tell you thanks. I don't know if you remember this, but I released a book, my first book, and we met at the Prime Minister's office, and you took the book, took a picture with me, and from that picture, I sold a lot of copies, boss. I owe you a check.
Respect.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Usain Bolt. This is World Music Views, and I really appreciate your resilience and what you're bringing to the table, owning your masters, working with artists in a professional way. These are things that the music industry needs. So thank you so much.
Respect, bossy. All right, this is Usain Bolt. Are you watching World Music Views with Jr Watkis?
World Music Views.